All right, welcome. So you've done it. You built your Google Ads campaign, you hit launch, and now you are live. That's a huge step for sure. But what you do next is what really separates a good campaign from a great one. Today, we're going to build your free, absolutely essential toolkit for managing and optimizing your ads for real success. If you're feeling kind of lost right now, staring at a sea of data and settings, you are definitely not alone. That moment right after you launch can feel, well, pretty overwhelming. The big question on everyone's mind is, how do you turn that initial setup into a machine that just consistently delivers results?
So to get you from feeling overwhelmed to being totally in control, here's our game plan. We're going to start by talking about the post-launch problem. Then we'll build your foundational strategy. From there, we'll dive into the day-to-day optimization, figure out how to measure what truly matters, and finally, we'll take a peek at some powerful tools for future growth.
First up, the post-launch problem. It's a super common trap to think that once a campaign is built and running, the work is done. But the truth is, launching your ads, that's really just the starting line.
And man, this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? You can build the most perfect, beautiful campaign, but without active management, without you looking after it, it's pretty much destined to fail. The key takeaway here? Ongoing oversight isn't just a nice to have. It is absolutely essential for turning your ad spend into actual profit.
Okay, so if oversight is the secret sauce, where in the world do you even begin? Simple. You start with a rock-solid foundation. Before you even think about touching your live ads, let's look at the free Google tools that help you plan for success right from the very beginning. And our first tool in the box is a keyword planner. I want you to think of this as your compass for any search campaign. It's all about understanding the exact language of your customers, discovering the precise terms they're typing into that Google search bar. See, this is where we just throw guesswork out the window and get strategic. Instead of hoping you picked the right keywords, you can see real data on search volume, you can understand how competitive things are, and you can even estimate your costs. It's the difference between building a campaign on a gut feeling versus building it on cold, hard data. But search ads, that's only one piece of the puzzle. What about all those visual ads you see across the web? Well, that's where the display planner comes in. It helps us shift our focus from what people are searching for to who they are and where they spend their time online.
This is how you can zero in on your perfect customer. Instead of just blasting your ad everywhere, you can target specific websites, focus on people who are interested in certain topics, and even narrow it down by demographics. It's all about putting the right visual message in front of the right person at the absolute perfect moment.
Okay, with a solid plan in place, it's time to get our hands dirty with the day-to-day work, optimizing your live ads. Think of these next tools as the control levers you're going to be pulling and pushing to fine-tune your campaign for peak performance in real time.
Let's start with one of the most powerful and, honestly, most underused tools out there: negative keywords. This isn't about finding keywords to target, it's about telling Google what you don't want to show up for. Think about it. Every single irrelevant click is just money down the drain. This tool is your shield against that waste. Here is a perfect example. If you sell professional business coaching, you absolutely do not want to pay for clicks from people searching for free coaching or coaching jobs. By adding words like free, jobs, and certification as negative keywords, you instantly improve your ad's relevance, and more importantly, you protect your budget. Okay, next up is the ad preview and diagnosis tool. Have you ever been tempted to just Google your own keywords to see if your ad shows up? Come on, we've all done it. But stop. Seriously, don't do it. You're actually messing up your own metrics. This tool lets you safely see exactly where a customer would see without affecting your data at all. So this tool gives you this incredible mix of control and some serious insider info. You can instantly troubleshoot why an ad isn't showing, you can see how it looks in different cities or on a mobile phone, and this is a big one, you get a safe way to scout out your competition's ads. All right, let's talk about money. Our next tool is all about bid strategies. This setting directly controls your campaign's performance and your cost. In picking the right one, it all comes down to one simple question. What is your main goal? Are you trying to get traffic or are you trying to get conversions? The answer totally dictates your strategy. So really, your choice boils down to this. How much control do you want versus how much you want to automate? With manual CPC, you are in the driver's seat, with full control over every single bid. With automated strategies, you're letting Google's AI do the heavy lifting to get the most clicks for your budget. And then there's enhanced CPC, which is kind of like a hybrid approach, where Google helps out your manual beds to try and get you more conversions. Okay, so all this optimizing is great, but how do you know if any of it is actually working? I mean, without proper measurement, you're just flying blind. This next set of tools is how you track your results and prove your campaign's true value.
And that brings us to conversion tracking. This tiny little piece of code is, without a doubt, the single most important tool for understanding your return on investment. It's literally the bridge that connects someone clicking on your ad to them doing something valuable on your website, like making a sale or becoming a lead.
And you gotta remember, a conversion isn't always just a sale. It could be someone signing up for your email list, making a phone call, or submitting a contact form. By tracking these actions, you can finally see exactly which keywords and which ads are driving real business growth, and which ones are just, well, costing you money. But what about that crucial time after the click, but maybe before the conversion? For that, we turn to Google Analytics. This is your window into the entire user journey on your website. It gives you this incredibly rich picture of how visitors behave. But the real magic, and I mean magic, happens when you link Google Analytics with Google Ads. All of a sudden, you can see not just who clicked, but who stayed. You can analyze which campaigns bring in the most engaged visitors, and you can create these super powerful remarketing lists to re-engage people who left without converting. And that idea of remarketing leads us perfectly into our final section, specialized tools for growth. Once you've really mastered the fundamentals, these advanced tools can help you scale up your efforts and take your campaigns to a whole new level. So once you've got the basics down, here are 3 areas to explore next. Remarketing lets you re-engage people who've already visited your site, which is just incredibly powerful. If you're in e-commerce, the Google Merchant Center is non-negotiable for getting your products on Google Shopping. And for those of you ready for some serious automation, you can start exploring Google Ads scripts. These are your next steps on the path to mastery. And there you have it, your essential, totally free toolkit for taking control of your Google Ads campaigns. Look, you don't need to master everything all at once. The only real question left is, which one of these tools are you going to master first? What's the one thing you can do today to make your campaign better?